Hey Theater Geeks, I'm Emily and welcome to Musical Mondays. Today's topic, jukebox musicals. Jukebox musicals are shows that use songs that have already been written for the music. The jukebox musical is a big genre, however, most of the shows can be split into one of three categories. There are reviews, which don't have any story at all and are just a celebration of the music being showcased. There are shows that tell the story of the artist whose music is being showcased. And there are jukebox musicals that use the songs that have already been written around a completely fictional story that has been made up originally for the sake of the jukebox musical. In the first category of reviews, there are shows like Ain't Misbehavin', Smokey Joe's Cafe, and Movin' Out. In the second category of shows that tell the story of an artist, there is Leader of the Pack, Beautiful, and Jersey Boys. And in the final category of a fictional story that just uses already written music, we have Mamma Mia, All Shook Up, and Rock of Ages. Jukebox musicals didn't really start until the 1970s, and at that time, most jukebox musicals were reviews, with a few that were in the second category of shows that tell about an artist's life and use their music to enhance that. However, in the late 1990s and the early 2000s, the idea of creating a fictional story around already written music started to become a bit more popular. This had been seen in film a few times before, but was not brought to the stage until 1999 when Mamma Mia opened on the West End. Mamma Mia then had a Broadway transfer in 2001 and is still running on Broadway today. Producers like to produce jukebox musicals because they think people will be more likely to go see shows if they already know the songs. And that does seem to ring true in many cases. Mamma Mia is not only one of the longest currently running Broadway shows, it is also one of the longest running Broadway shows ever. Jersey Boys is also way up there as one of the longest current running Broadway shows and one of the longest running Broadway shows ever. And these are two very successful jukebox musicals. However, there have also been jukebox musicals that have flopped majorly. All Shook Up did not do very well at all, and that showcased the music of Elvis. So it's really hit or miss when it comes to the jukebox musical. But the question is, do jukebox musicals hold the same stigma that stunt casting does with avid Broadway fans? And the answer isn't as clear as with stunt casting. Many people who are avid Broadway fans love jukebox musicals and find joy in the ones that not only tell the story of the artist, but are also a completely fictional story around music. I, for one, am all for jukebox musicals that tell the story of the artist whose music is being showcased. I love Jersey Boys, I love Beautiful, and I love Leader of the Pack. I think these all use music to enhance the story, and the music is serving a purpose within the story because it shows the emotions of the songwriter at the time, and it shows what the people in the show were going through. However, I'm not as much of a fan as the ones that create a fictional story around music, particularly when it's music from one artist. I am not the biggest fan of Mamma Mia. I think the story feels very forced and a little weird. I feel the same way about All Shook Up in a lot of ways, and those shows just don't land with me as well. However, when the same tactic is used in movies, I think it works a little bit better. For example, I love Moulin Rouge, and that is a jukebox musical that is a completely fictional story that uses music that has already been written. However, they pull from pop, they pull from musical theater, mostly pop. They pull from a lot of pop. But they used the songs to work and they rearranged them to work within the story they had. To me, Mamma Mia feels like they pulled an ABBA playlist and then wrote a story around it. To me, Moulin Rouge feels like they wrote a beautiful love story and then they were like, all right, what song can we use here? What song can we use there? What song can we use here? And I feel like that works a lot better. So really for me, what it comes down to with a jukebox musical is what came first, the story or the music? I feel like in musical theater, the story always has to come first. Before anything else, you are telling a beautiful, wonderful story to the audience, and the music is there to enhance the story and enhance the emotions that the characters are feeling. If the music was picked first and there was a quick, let's throw some story onto this sort of feeling, I don't think it works as well. But those are just my opinions. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more Musical Mondays.